Welcome to a journey through Canada, Toronto to Vancouver on the iconic Canadian train. Day 1, Sunday, October 20th, 2024, the adventure begins. Rick and I arrived at Toronto's Union Station with a sense of excitement. Today we embarked on a 4-day adventure across Canada on the Canadian Via Rail's flagship train in the Sleeper Plus class. This iconic train, famous for its silver streamlined cars, evokes a sense of nostalgia for the golden age of train travel. With glass-domed observation cars and elegant dining, it's an unforgettable way to experience the diverse beauty of Canada's vast landscapes. We boarded and immediately felt the vintage charm of the train's decor, which blends mid-century elegance with modern comfort. After settling into our cozy Sleeper Plus cabin, complete with a window view of the changing scenery, we were eager to explore the train. The Sleeper Plus class promises all-inclusive meals, access to the scenic dome car, and the thrill of sleeping while gliding through the wilderness. As we pulled out of Toronto, the urban skyline slowly faded into rolling farmlands and woodlands of Ontario. We headed to the dome car to take in the panoramic views. The glass roof allowed us to soak in the sprawling landscape while sipping a welcome cocktail. The real excitement was just beginning.
Rats. Anyone know why there's no rats in Alberta? Well, from the Rockies, right? Because BC is full of mountainous Rockies. You've got Mount Robson, and that kind of stops a lot of stuff from coming over, you know, like the rats, they try to climb the mountains a bit. They freeze to death up there, so they probably prefer warmer climate, right? And then when you go from the eastern side, you have the prairies, Saskatchewan mainly, right? And when the rats, they come across Saskatchewan, they eventually die of boredom before they get to Alberta. That's why Alberta has no rats. It makes complete sense. So there's about 160 people in the sleeper cars right now. That's including Prestige. In the economy, there's 55, and crew, there's 26. So there's over 200 people on this train right now, and obviously 2 engineers. Now the train car, this one's a little different than most train cars you saw all summer. It's got 21 cars plus 3 engines. Now the first lead unit is the one running the train, and the one after it is helping the lead unit power the rest of the train. So the first one can power it with electricity, but it doesn't reach far enough, so the second one makes up for that. So that's why they have 2 engines on at all times. There's a third engine that's actually going to get dropped off in Winnipeg. So they're bringing it from Toronto, and they latch it onto this one, and they bring it all the way to Winnipeg. And then after that, we have a deadhead car. And I think they're testing something with that car. I'm not actually sure. But they have a car that's not being used. I think it's a sleeper car between the engine and the baggage car. And then you have baggage, economy, 3 sleepers, and then us. And then there's a ton more sleepers that way. Then you get to activity B, diner B, and then prestige cars. There's 2 of them, and then there's the park car. After 4 p.m. today, I suggest you go maybe take a look if you have a chance. It's really cool, but refurbished in 2015, I believe. And yeah, it's very different. There's a door that you press and the door opens. You press a button and the door opens. That's better than body checking these ones.
So how far do we have to go for that one?
All the way to the back. Yeah.
And what's there? Is it like this?
So they do have a dome, but it instead of coming on this way, you go in. That's the entrance there, and there's like a little bullet lounge, so you get to the back of the train. You can see the tracks as you leave them, and there's a little door. It looks like it's for like really short people, but it's an emergency door. That's what it is. And then there's a little bar, little mini bar. It actually looks cool. Not like my little dungeon like bar downstairs.
Yeah.
So
How many trains are on the way? Like, are there two going east at all times? Or?
for the Canadian?
Yeah.
Oh,
or
that's a
just-
good question. Yes. So, train number 1 left today, Toronto, right? There's a train number 2 that we're going to be crossing tomorrow, closer to Sioux Lookout. So, train number 2 is actually leaving Winnipeg tonight. Wait, what day are we? We're Sunday. Yeah. So, they're leaving Winnipeg tonight, and they're going to meet us tomorrow. So, I'm probably going to go on the intercom and say hi to train number 2, and then they're going to go to Toronto. Now, as we keep going to Vancouver, we're going to pass another train number 2.
It's 2.
But it's not the same one, it's a different one. So at all times, there's always 3 trains on the tracks, 3 Canadians.
Oh, okay.
And if you're looking at a train map, you can actually see train number 1 all the way in Ontario, and then train number 1 arriving in Vancouver, and train number 2's in the middle. And then once we get in the middle, train number 2 is going to be going to Toronto. Train number 2 is going to be leaving Vancouver, and we're going to be in the middle. So they're always switching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We started our journey in Toronto, so now we're headed west. And this is the better route because we get more time. I like to make fun of passengers going the other way because as you go across the country going east, you lose time going through time zones. So then it's like, oh, you had breakfast, here's lunch. And then, oh, because we do time changes during the day. So after lunch, oh no, it's 2 now, it's 3 o'clock, and then you're gonna have to eat again in 2 hours. But this way, we gain time. So before we go to bed tonight, we put our clocks back an hour. Get that extra hour of sleep. But I guarantee all of you will probably be awake at like 5 tomorrow morning. I guarantee it. Because it happens every trip. Whenever we leave Toronto, everyone's up and early. This is the first night on the train. Probably didn't sleep.
Yeah, right.
You're really selling us.
Yeah.
You already bought it.
Yeah. Wait, I want a refund.
Yeah.
So you normally work like 2 days straight and then break?
On the west side of town. There's a big apartment store that was there that was like 4 blocks high or something.
Similar alpine flora, ferns,
One of the things.
Oh, this is scenic here. The green
White
white pine trees.
Oh, really?
This is all
Wow, rock cuts, white pines.
yes, like this. Yeah.
That's nice.
So it comes up under the ground.
Yes, yeah,
Be
right.
like this until you get to Sudbury. Some of the glaciers been through there in the States to start with.
But then after a
And
while,
they dug up Lake Ontario here.
so we're actually going to be meeting up. They're going to be coming across here
Oh,
tonight.
look at that.
And then we meet up. And then
Tell the color.
tracks they have.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at the lake there. Neat.
You could technically go to economy, but you have the other food.
Yeah.
And this car doesn't seem to be particularly busy, which is fine. Yeah.
No, he's on the nod.
You'll see in the morning. It'll get busy because everyone's up. Everyone's going to be up. And excited to go for breakfast. Right? Breakfast, I don't know if you guys know about breakfast.
Really winds through here, right? Wow.
Breakfast will start at 6:30 on the new time. So just giving a heads up. So there's going to be a time change tonight. We're going to notify everyone, let everyone know at separate time. Put your clocks back an hour. Right? So then tomorrow morning, when it's 6:30 new time, that's when breakfast starts. So.
The other one has no rear end, and there's a third one that's big as well. Fire trucks, lots, of course. The dog now is triple A.
Yeah. That.
Somewhere else.
Or something.
Yeah, that's neat.
We could bet on them or something.
Wow.
have to look a little bit more this way. We don't have to look past.
Wow, it's a pretty tight turn here. When you get to the prairie, no one was turning this way like this. Yeah. Coming into Perry Sound, we're over the bridge now. Perry Sound. Different perspective from the back of the train. Oh, it goes up yet. Or is that where the engineer is? No, we're at the very back.
I wonder if they have plugs up there.
I wonder.
Because they redid this part.
Yeah, like you said. Wow, this is pretty nice here. Not bad. This is nice. What time is it? 4 o'clock. And we're at the back car near the lounge. Caperel stop. Caperel at night. Day 2. We woke to the rhythmic hum of the train rolling through the Canadian Shield. Breakfast in the dining car was a real treat. Fresh brewed coffee made to order, eggs, and a view like no other. The dining car experience in Sleeper Plus feels like stepping back in time with white linens, polished silverware, and attentive service. Today's journey took us through the rugged beauty of Northern Ontario. The jagged rocks, endless lakes, and dense forests seemed to stretch forever. We even spotted some wildlife from the dome car. Rick thought he saw a moose. Between meals and sightseeing, we explored the train, chatted with fellow travelers, and learned more about the history of the Canadian. Built in the 1950s, it was once considered the most luxurious way to travel across the country. It still retains that charm, and we felt privileged to experience it. The food continued to impress. For lunch, I enjoyed a delicious salmon fillet, and Rick opted for a hearty beef stew. Later, a glass of Canadian wine paired perfectly with the breathtaking sunset over the Shield. That night, we drifted to sleep as the train gently swayed, eager for what tomorrow would bring. Shower for us, and the Sleeping Plus. This one comes down to the top one, and I'm sleeping down here, and we're right at the end of the car. Washrooms. This is the largest one, the women's washrooms, but they're gonna time he's changed them over, he said, to be both men and women's, or in between. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, these tamarack are nice and yellow. Look at that. So we're near Sioux Lookout right now. We're about an hour away from Sioux Lookout. That's the road to Sioux Lookout there.
Everything looks worse in black and white. Kodachrome, they give us those nice bright colors. They give us the greens of summers. Makes you think all the world's a sunny day. Oh yeah, I got an Nikon camera. I love to take photographs. So mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away. Mama, don't take my Kodachrome away.
Sioux Lookout. Oh, Rogers Manor.
You know, I don't think we crossed the time zone there. My business partners with me, but they're just
Via Rail in Winnipeg. Day 3. The previous evening we had stopped briefly in Winnipeg, Manitoba, allowing us to stretch our legs and explore the historic station. Back on board, we were treated to a prairie-inspired dinner, a variety of pastas, and freshly baked bread. After Winnipeg, we woke up greeted by the golden fields of the prairies, stretching out as far as the eye could see.
Buffalo?
The scenery was dramatically different from the dense forests of Ontario, but equally captivating in its vastness and serenity. Breakfast was another delightful affair. Pancakes with real Canadian maple syrup, fresh fruit, and warm pastries. Afterward, we relaxed in the dome car, marveling at the endless horizon. The flat, open landscape gave us a sense of just how expansive Canada is. We were reminded of the history of the prairies by the periodic sightings of the old and charming wood granary elevators located along the tracks. These stood at one time as the lighthouses of the prairies. What was once a cultural icon of the prairies, these wooden grain elevators are almost all gone. Modern-day elevators of steel and cement have replaced them. We spent a considerable part of the day chatting with fellow passengers. The convivial atmosphere on board made it feel like we were part of a small community, all sharing in this remarkable experience.
It's more like a McDonald's compared to Winnipeg.
Saskatoon Railway Station. Boy, what a letdown compared to Winnipeg.
Down, I'll put you right here if that's all right.
The tracks run across this.
It's like a golf course.
It's neat. I like that little camera.
Yeah, I have a drone. It's like a gimbal from the drone, and DJI put it onto a new camera. It's just a small thing now. We come from those big pocket things.
Yes.
But yeah, the DJI, just the DJI Pocket 3. It's rock steady no matter where you move it, right? When you press it like that, it turns around.
Okay.
There it gets you. But see, that's what it does. It allows you, like, for vloggers who, you even hold it up on a stick, you put all the scenery behind you. It's quite good, yeah. Oh wow, there yeah, you can see those are plowed, because you can see the plow marks.
Yeah, they've been plowed, yeah.
I just want to make sure people heard this part. And yeah, I love the little stops that have like the
There's no case there.
twin
Yeah,
people of
tons
them
of them.
He's a bit bigger than that.
Might be able to see one closer. Oh, they're
Temper swans?
yeah, maybe they are. That's something. Maybe they're tundra swans. Wow. Yeah, it sure is.
Now there's one place in Saskatchewan where they have a row of flaking aspen trees.
These are the Prestige cars. Careful. Chateau Joliet. Coming? Did you pop in one of them?
Is there inside them?
Oh, here's these ones. You gotta press a button.
French. Yeah, we should have kicked them out when we had a chance.
What's this wee business?
Makes fabulous dressings, but this one's my favorite. So I hope you like it too. Accompanying your meals, you're going to get a choice of starches. Today, meaning rice or potatoes. The rice is a spiced basmati rice this evening, and the potatoes are mashed potatoes. Sorry, gentlemen, accompanying your meal, it's non-negotiable. There will be vegetables. Tonight's vegetables are broccoli and red peppers. Broccoli and roasted red peppers. For those that are getting off in Jasper and want to grab something, if we're supposed to arrive at 6:30 and we open at 6:30. So if you want to grab just a muffin croissant Danish, they will also be available in the dome cars, as well as juice, coffee, and tea. So then we close at 8:30 for 1 hour. We'll be in Jasper at this point. It has a lot to do with the fact that I have to go in and do reservations and we lose power. So we shut down for 1 hour and we reopen at 9:30 for brunch. The choices will be first, second, or third sittings. Times will be 5, 7, and 9. Great, folks, thank you so much for choosing Kia Rail, the legendary Canadian. I hope you have a wonderful meal and a wonderful journey. Thank you very much.
You know, on a train especially, you're bumpy. You're going to be holding it. You might as well get something like this. So, no, I didn't have this trip planned, but every time I use it now all the time because it's so easy to use. And when you, I don't know if I told you, when you press it 3 times, it looks back at you and records. Like people use it for vlogging, right? And see how it locks onto my face? Yeah. It'll lock onto my face, so no matter where I move it, it'll stay locked on. That's the problem.
You'll go home and it's a long on your computer.
And I want to thank you all for choosing the legendary Canadian and traveling with us. It's been a very enjoyable experience for myself and the crew. I would like to take a last opportunity for you and myself to show our appreciation for the people that have been creating your meals and preparing your meals and working hard to ensure that you have a great time on the Canadian, and I'm sure that you will not be disappointed by what they prepared for you this evening. The 2 people though that have worked the hardest, of course, are the chefs. First one's up in the morning, last one's to go to bed. They don't get the breaks that we sometimes get to sneak away for 20 minutes, half an hour here and there. But they've worked hard to prepare an awesome meal for you once again aboard the legendary Canadian. We have Dylan,
Chef Dylan. And Chef Shelley. Thank you. So for dinner this evening, as most, we have a soup and a salad choice for starters. Tonight's soup is a minestrone soup. Minestrone. The salad tonight is a mixed green salad with apple, cucumber, and tomato wedges, topped by an in-house sweet onion dressing. Accompanying your meals, you're going to get a choice of starches again. Rice or potato. Today's rice is a rice pilaf, and the potatoes are baby roasted potatoes. I've never not been called cheeky, so that's why I'm not going to tell you what the dessert is. I want you to eat the veg. What is tonight's veg? Can you ask Dylan there? It's probably green or red. That's what Dexter says.
Asparagus and carrots.
Oh, orange. Close enough. Asparagus and carrots for veg. As we arrive into Vancouver, expected arrival time into Vancouver is 8 a.m. That's not that bad. Come on. You guys were all lined up at 6:30 waiting to get into the dining car for breakfast. Unlike today, tomorrow we will have a full breakfast from 6:30 till 8 o'clock. It is going to be a little bit of a rushed breakfast if we're on time to try to feed everybody. So please just be considerate of the next people that are waiting to come in. Folks, it's been a fabulous time getting to know you all, traveling through the Rocky Mountains. I know for a lot of you this is a bucket list trip. A lot of you planned a long time to come here. And I applaud you on completing your bucket list trip, everybody. It was a beautiful trip. But I do want to say one thing, it is fall. And this is a great time to travel. But in Canada, we have 4 distinct seasons. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. So technically, you've only completed 1/4 of your bucket list trip. I expect to see you all back 3 more times. Folks, have a fabulous dinner. Once again, congratulations on taking the legendary Canadian and choosing dining car A section of the train. A for awesome. Have a wonderful experience. Enjoy yourselves. If anybody has any dietary requirements, allergies, please pass those on to your server, and we'll do our absolute best to make sure you have a wonderful meal.
Yes, please. Thank you.
And then it comes into the Thompson River. It comes into the Thompson River, and there's a South Thompson River that meets it.
That goes right into Kamloops.
Pardon?
That goes into Kamloops.
Yeah, it goes right into this. We're going right to Kamloops. Almost straight down.
Kamloops. Refueling the train, the engines. Jasper in the dark. Hey, you know, I can smell the burntness. Morning.
You have your tickets with you, right?
Oh yeah, boarding passes?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I hope I have mine. Oh, neat. This is like an old time lodge. Is it a grizzly?
I'm sure he said you might have time to see before 9.
We can smell it. Can you smell it? It's in the air. The burnt.
Really?
Oh, I can smell it. I thought it might be burnt toast, but no, it's yeah.
The trains couldn't be taken so we can stay.
We're at the Jasper train station, just looking at the downtown area. But I can smell the ash in the air, but I don't see that at night I'm going to see too much. We have to be back on the train at 8. Jasper waking up. Day 4. Today was perhaps the most anticipated part of our journey, the majestic Rocky Mountains. We started our day in Jasper, Alberta. We awoke early to catch the first glimpse of the towering peaks. The morning mist added a mystical quality to the landscape, and we couldn't tear ourselves away from the dome car. Jasper itself was a picturesque stop, with the town nestled in the heart of the national park. We had just enough time before dawn to take a short walk and breathe the crisp mountain air before reboarding. I could easily smell the lingering smoke in the air from an earlier fire that had devastated the area in the summer. Breakfast was a quick affair. Rick and I were too excited to linger. The train slowed as we went through Jasper, allowing us to fully appreciate the devastation to the town that the fire had brought.
Oh, yeah, this is the side part. That was a gas station.
Burnt here on the rocks and the trees at the bottom. They're all burnt. But not the tops, they survived. Look at some people, they're buying their homes, or others, they're burnt. All burnt.
Okay. I have no idea, but the train, some of them had water sprinklers around them. Sometimes the firemen were there, but it really just depended on the wind.
Whoops.
Anybody for the vegetarian options?
Really sharp curves.
I know, just missed it.
Oh,
there's a neat one.
Is that
Snaking through.
that's what we'll
I'm done, thanks.
Jam fiend over here.
I was hungry. I went for a 10K walk, so I needed some food.
I should interject here and say he's taking thousands and thousands of safety.
That's true.
Vancouver.
Absolutely. Yeah. Round it up, Rose. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look. This is a nice
that's
picture.
nice.
Camera, guys. This is the best view. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, you missed it. Oops.
Oh, even back
Yeah,
here.
you can see in the
Everywhere.
back too.
Oh, highway comes through here. That's nice.
Yes.
In approximately 10 or so minutes, we should be passing through the town of Valemont, which has a population of around 1,000. Valemont is the ultimate mountain town, nestled between the Rocky Mountains, the Monachie Mountains, and the Caribou Mountains, at the foot of Canoe Mountain. It is also home to Mount Robson, the highest peak in the Canadian Rockies, which we have just passed.
The grandeur of the Rockies, the snow-capped peaks, the glacial rivers, and the alpine forest never failed to impress. The afternoon brought more jaw-dropping scenery as we descended through the Rockies, the train carving through narrow passages along steep cliffs. For dinner, we enjoyed Alberta beef, perfectly cooked, with a view of the sun setting behind the mountains, a fitting end to a magical day.
I think that they will like. There's two trees like this.
we made it. That's the fridge going in there. You can see his hand there. That's the Italian fridge there.
We don't have the nerve to eat it more than one bite.
Train pulls over.
Don't want to blink. Thunder River. Blue River.
They got a station.
Yeah, I wonder if they do have a station. Surrounded by mountain peaks.
We're up in, right now, we're in middle of all that. It goes a certain way. And then
Moved it on first. River.
Yeah. So,
6:15 a.m. We're just gonna get arriving into Vancouver. We're at Surrey, and we're gonna be going to breakfast at 6:30, and then at 8 o'clock we should be arriving into Vancouver. End of the trip. Coming into Vancouver. Yeah. Go back. Yeah.
Stronger than I am.
Yeah.